Hello, spooky followers. My name is Indigo Grimm, here with a brand new spooky review. This time around, I'll be revealing another creature, a demon this time around, but in one of the 9 circles of hell. Let's start by the one and only lust. You know what I'm getting at. The sexy demons. But I'm not going to talk about the male version. No. I'm going to talk about the female versions first. You know them. You love them. You would love to have one in your bed. The succubi. The sexy temptress. Let's get this out of the way. Yes, I know that a lot of VTubers in the VTuber community does have a succubi VTubers. Some of them I know, not personally, but I watch their videos on Twitch. Yes, Mal and I do have Twitch, but we don't have the equipment to stream yet. And it's too expensive. So I have to save up for a lot of streaming stuff. Unless we... Nah, I'm not going to get into that again. We do have another way, but we're not exactly ready for that yet. So yeah. So yes, and I know that a few succubi VTubers are work on, how to say it, non-safe for work stuff, if I remember right. And now let me explain. Uh, I don't get me wrong. I'm okay with people that work in not safe for work, even though some of their stuff is very spicy, even for me, and to the point that I can't help it. But that's okay. Knowing that, I show great respect, even though I couldn't help but watch a couple of them. I'm not gonna name names, okay? Even a Holy Spirit need to let off some steam, okay? Don't call me a pervert. I do show great respect for the non-safe workers and all the way down. Heck, even Mal and I both made art of us in the sexual design before, even though we're not that great of an artist. What am I saying? Oh, right. The succubi. The succubi are known for being women, even though, if I remember right, some succubi do disguise themselves as men or women, if I remember right. But most of them are based on female allure. Basically, tricking a man to, how to say it, sleep with them. But there's a catch. Even though these succubi are very tempting, but when you get them in bed, they drain your life force. Or, if you want to be particular, drain your life force or your semen. After all, they do like the taste of it. Your life force or your semen. The another catch is, yes, they might be alluring, but there's some cases that they are just ugly, demon-looking, undead-looking creatures of the night in some cases. If I remember right, in one of the great paranormal researchers, Ed and Maureen Warrens, bless their soul, actually one of their cases actually dealt with one of these alluring temptress. temptress before. So trust me. And when they're doing that case, they realized that a succubus was aiming towards the husband or child, basically. And what the person said, saying they look like a young, beautiful woman, but when it comes closer, it becomes a ugly, disgusting creature of hell. So, don't be fooled by the alluring. Trust me, these things are not exactly pleasant. Trust me, they're evil. They will attempt you to your own demise. After all, they do suck out your life force. Now, I'm just talking that as a mythology point. Because one, I don't think that VTubers who actually has a model of the succubi do that, unless it's a part of their lore. So, VTubers who have Pintubers, VTuber who has succubi models, I am truly sorry for saying all that. I have great respect for you guys, even though, and some of you are inspired me to become a pin VTuber after all. So I am truly, truly sorry. But I'm talking about the mythology part of the succubi, so bear with me here. Sorry. Again, back to this. So yes, the succubi are very, very interesting, especially nowadays. Especially how they lure men. Or woman. I'm being serious. Now, speaking their alluring, even though they're evil, who like to drain your life force, or semen, but they also have some. Okay. So, yes. Sorry, my dog is in my lap. You okay? But, yes. But, let's talk about their features. For one, some of them do look like, well, a sexy demon girl. Or lady. I mean, super sexy. With a unique style of outfits. Oof, mama. Uh, sorry. I'm showing great respect. Some of them wear outfits that are to show a lot of skin. Some of them don't even wear clothes. They have a tail, a demon tail, wings. Some of them actually have big wings on their shoulders or some on the lower part of their back. They also have wings, or there's two versions. They have horns, or they have wings on their heads. They also got symbols on their body, most prominently the womb tattoo of the succubi, or incubi, but I'm talking about the succubi, the female version. I'll get to the male version in a later date. So bear with me here. So, whoopsie. Did not mean to push Mao's character up, my bad. So, that's why. But some of them do look like a armor, like hard scales as armor, or latex. Their wings are basically depend on how high standard they are. Some of them are very, very unique style, especially creating one as a character, or in D&D as well as monsters or other. But there are also very different versions of them. For example, they're servants to the great lord, demon lord of the lust ring, aka Almodius. Almodius is the embodiment of lust, if I did my research right. So after him, it will be the succubus or incubi. Will do his bidding, spraying lust, and so they could get their end of the deal. Drain the life force and bring it back to their lords, if I remember my research. And since I know what people are going to talk about, yes, I know that Indigo, sorry, me and Mal are both bisexual here. And I know a lot of people will say, you're going straight to hell because you're not straight and blah, blah, blah. You're going to be, yeah. If I'm going to hell, I got one thing if I'm going to hell. And that is, hook me up with a sucky bye, please. If I'm going to hell, I'm going to have some fun with a succubus. I'm just saying. Trust me. If I'm going to hell, I'm going to have some fun with this. Just saying. And if you don't blame me, would you want a succubi to have some fun with? I would. Sorry. I know a lot of people will say about going to hell and all that. If I'm going to hell, I'm going to have some fun with one. After all, I am a sinner. And I don't care. I just hope they don't drain my life force. Because doing that, it looks very painful. And I don't want to become a raisin after all. If not, I don't mind it at all. So yes. So what do you guys think? Would you like to have a succubus as your a lust of a night? Or are you worried that they might drain you into a sucked up raisin? For me, either way, these temperatures are good on many occasions. And also, I will say this. If you do want a succubi as a mate or other, make sure that you can handle them, because the succubis are rough in bed. In the mythology case. Not in the Vtuber case, okay? I'm talking about the mythology, not the Vtubers, okay? Show great respect for the Vtuber community, please. Including those who work as non-safe for work. Please. Well, I better get going. I got another creepypasta to review. So, until then, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay spooky.